Hey everyone, this is Zach. I'm here with Dowsing. Would you like to introduce yourselves in the band? What you do?
I'm Mike, and I play guitar.
I'm Mike, and I play bass.
I'm Will, I play drums.
I'm Eric, I play guitar and sing.
All right. So the tour just started for you guys. How is it so far?
It's fun. It was great. Had a lot of fun.
Touring with Kitty Hawk is very, natural. We spent like 4 or 5 weeks in Europe with them, and they're also just our very close friends from Chicago. So it doesn't even feel like normally I feel like at the start of a tour, there's like several days of getting used to the other people and kind of figuring things out. But this is just like, it felt like vacation for the first few days just because we're so used to just hanging out all the time anyway.
Right away, it felt like we had been on tour for like over a week. We were just like that comfortable.
So you guys just released a new album, Okay. How was the recording, the process, and how's the feedback?
Feedback's been great. We were like, I don't know. Part of me was a little worried that it wouldn't be received very well by like fans of the old Dowsing stuff, just because it's pretty different. But yeah, so many people who like the old Dowsing have come up to us and said how much they love the new stuff, which is great.
The recording process was pretty long, though not the actual recording itself, but writing too. It took a while just because we had a tour on IDECA, and while we were touring on that, concurrently we were writing and finishing up like loose ends from this third release. And once we got it recording, though, it was pretty fun. We went to Downingtown, Pennsylvania to record for 10 days. It was just us out there isolated. There was a chicken coop, which was pretty nice. So you get done, and then you could look at some very prehistoric looking birds.
That about sums it up.
That sums it up.
All right.
Sums up the process.
It was great. It was great though. Getting away from Chicago to record and just being somewhere else where that's the only focus. That was a huge help. I'd say.
What's one of your favorite songs off the record?
Someone else go first.
I don't know about that. I mean, I play them to death by myself, so I don't know. I don't know. It all becomes one mass to me at the same time. I kind of just like all the songs. I guess Kept Me Around is my favorite, just because I like it.
I like Red Legs because I have a 1 second fill. It's just me. It's just me hitting some stuff. Yeah, it's very easy. Any of us could do it. It just sounds cool.
Debatable.
Debatably, any of us can do it.
I like Born to Soar. I think that's my favorite song, just because we tend to play that one the fastest.
What's the idea behind the album work? Like what brought you to that decision of that album work?
We were on our way to recording, and we had to decide what we wanted to do. We had to rename the record, which we decided to not name the record, or be it self-titled or anything. And then we saw a drawing by Mike's friend, Hanya, and we all agreed that we wanted something that style. And then we saw she drew an OK hand, and we went, yeah, that's cool. Let's do that. And then we basically said, yeah, that looks perfect. Let's just have her draw over that, and that'd be cool. And that's what we decided.
It's a nice album. It's nice artwork. Simple. It's great. How'd you guys meet?
I met Mike P in a garage in Michigan when he was in the band Brave Bird, and I went out there to play a show acoustically at the time. I met Mikey through one of my old housemates, and then I don't remember that. But Mikey slept on the couch of this house that we both lived at a long time, but he lived on the couch for like 2 months before he moved in. It's kind of like a rite of passage. You sleep on the couch and then you finally move in. And then Will we met on the internet. None of us knew Will. And now we know
Will is currently sleeping on the couch.
And now
there.
Will is transitioning to Yep. And yeah, that's exactly.
Moving up.
I moved out. Mikey's moving out. Will moves in. He's on the couch. Yep.
It's just kind of how it goes. Hopefully keep the house and the band for a little bit more.
So the real question is, how did Mike and Mike meet? Because I have no idea.
We'd like to answer that here.
Yeah, probably a Dowsing show, I would assume.
Or at Narnia.
Or in Narnia.
I'm assuming I introduced them.
Yeah.
But I don't know how or what capacity.
Through-
So.
I don't remember the first time we met at all. We just kind of like kind of know each other.
Well, the thing is, I knew Eric's bandmates in Kitty Hawk, Evan and Mark, years before I even joined the band because Island of Misfit Toys and my old band, Mishu, played a show together like way, way, way back in the day. Like, my old band is so defunct, it doesn't even, like, it's not even a thought anymore. But yeah, basically, I had a different name on Facebook. I was Kenan Thompson on Facebook, and I hit Eric up, and he was so confused. He's like, who is this Kenan Thompson guy asking me to be in my band? And Evan and Mark are like, oh my God, that's Will Lang. You should, like, totally jam with him or whatever. I don't know what they said. Something had to have happened for him to realize that I'm actually a real person and not just some, not some metaphysical internet.
Our background check was asking Mark and Evan if he was a real person.
He's still on my phone as Will Kenan Thompson.
That's me, baby.
Never forget.
Find him on Instagram. K.N.
It gets more and more bastardized this time.
What are your favorite songs to play live? What's your favorite song to play live?
I don't know, because we have a whole fresh new batch of songs that we just started playing live, so it's hard to say.
Any new song that
All the
isn't
new
old. 'Cause we played the old ones a lot. A lot. So new ones are fine. My favorite song is the split song that we haven't released yet that we play live sometimes because no one knows it and it's not out yet, but we play it live because we want to.
One time.
Yeah.
And then I broke that string, so it went awful.
So like half the song, half the song Mikey didn't
So
play.
actually, it wasn't very good, but it was fun to play.
It was fun for me. I played it right. I don't know about everybody else. I had fun with it. My favorite song to play, besides Red Legs, like, definitely, I like playing Finally Ghost just because I have a more intricate drum part. The rest of it, I play pretty basic, simple stuff that fits the music, but for that song, it was kind of open and jangly, so it gave me a lot more freedom to put a little bit more parts and a few more hits here and there. But yeah, it'd probably be my favorite song to play.
Wow, we should probably play that song because we haven't been playing it.
No, I mean,
Trying to
like,
hint at it.
No, I understand why we don't play it because it's in a different capo, different key. It's pretty, like, if we want to play a set that actually flows, it's pretty hard to play that song. Especially since it's a minute and a half. We're gonna tune for a minute, play a minute and a half song, and then tune for a minute again. It kind of seems stupid to me. We'll figure it out.
I have an idea already.
No, I mean, it's
No, I
not
have
your
it.
fault.
I got it. I got this.
It's not anybody's fault.
Where'd you guys play your first show?
Us together, our first show was Chicago, probably at like Township.
Well, we
Where was it? I
Skeletal
don't know.
Light.
Oh, okay. It was like right before that show, the same night. It was a double day. We played two shows. Played one in Champaign, Urbana, Illinois.
drove back and played one the same day in Chicago.
So we went on tour with Donovan Wolfington. Yeah. That was with this lineup for the band. Yeah. So all of us. That was our first show. So it was like April 7th or something of 2014, something like that. Yeah.
Nah, I still can't believe we played 2 shows in one day the first time we were supposed to play a show. Well,
It was good because we needed to get the jitters out at the one show because it was bad.
yeah, it wasn't a great one, to
It
be
wasn't
honest.
good.
Anybody who saw us at Skeletal Lightning in
It was like
2014
a band's first show. It was like that already had 2 releases.
It was like, I know how to play these songs, kind of. Almost.
All right, what's the first show you've seen?
Backstreet Boys, 6th grade. Backstreet Boys, 6th grade. Older sister.
Like punk show or like concert or
Just
like,
anything like first show when you were a kid, like first show.
Backstreet Boys, sister.
Mine was Bare Naked Ladies.
Oh, nice.
the first one I can remember was the Beach Boys for free in St. Louis, like at the riverfront. But the first one that I was like I wanted to go to was Van Halen when I was in 7th grade. It was pretty sick.
The first show I ever went to was Messed, which is a terrible show to go to. It was Messed, Scary Kids Scaring Kids, and Alistair, probably one of like the most classic 2005 bottom tier pop punk show I've ever been to at the House of Blues. No, I went for free because my cousin took me, but like, it was whatever. I knew what not to do later in life, so that's pretty good. That was the first show I've ever went to.
All right. How is the music scene in Chicago?
It's just very big and diverse. I mean, it's it's great because there's a lot of bands, but I think it's hard to kind of get your niche, into the. Yeah, I think it's just too much.
unless you've already played a show in Chicago, it's hard to get a show.
Yeah, it's just like.
It's impossible.
It's-
Everybody thinks you're a cop.
It's great because there's a lot of shows. It's great because there's a huge music scene. Yeah.
But okay, but somebody can have their name literally be like 4 characters, and everybody trusts that guy, but nobody trusts me. There are people who take vowels out of their name.
God. It's going through its own phases, but it's better than it was for the past few years. But it was, it's like all scenes. It goes in its waves,
It's definitely gone through a lot of changes, even just since the 4 of us started playing together.
We're also all old and strange and not, young anymore. So who knows what's going on?
I don't know.
I live in a fucking bubble. Leave me alone.
It's been pretty different from when I started going to shows
It's
when
totally
I was
different.
like, when I was like 15, 16 years old, almost 24 now. Been going to shows in the city for about 8 years, and I mean the locations change constantly. They can't even keep, like, if a house has been around for 2 years, that's like a storied success in our city. It's like a house stuck around for 2 years. Usually when the lease breaks, it's time to go find a new place. But I don't know, it can be kind of cliquey sometimes, just because like if you haven't played a show before, everybody assumes that like you're either trying to stop shows that are happening, or you have no idea what you're doing and they don't even want to put you on the show. Like, it's really hard to have a band and like not really know anybody and get in. It can be cliquey in that sense. It's not as open and inviting as everybody thinks it is.
We also have an awful message board system called DIY Chicago on Facebook that everyone goes on, and it's a fucking mess. And
It's a meme
hilarious.
page.
It's a meme page.
It's a meme. Oh
It's-
gosh.
10,000 members, 10,000 people. Yeah, it's crazy. And not everybody is from Chicago. There's a lot of people from outside who want to like find shows, and that's cool, but they're not going to find shows that way. You're not going to find anything. It's a mess.
Chicago, meme city. Thank you.
It's really...
Speaking of Chicago, what's the best food place in Chicago?
Quesadilla. Kitchen 17.
Kitchen 17.
Quesadillas up there.
Kitchen 17 is up there.
I don't even know how you can decide what's the best food place. It's like, as long as they have something that's edible for you, it's probably going to be good. I don't know. Chicago, it's huge, but there's not anything to do but eat. It's the Midwest. I mean, like, every time somebody's like, what should we go do? I was like, do you want to go eat? I'm like, do you just want to go eat? I'm like, we can go look at stuff, but I mean, it's just
Answer his
buildings.
question, Will.
What?
Just say what you like.
I
You're
don't.
just running around the question, baby.
I don't have a favorite food place. That's what I'm trying to get at.
there you
Like,
go.
I don't have one.
He likes Uncle Sammy's. He works there. Go check it out.
You probably haven't gone a lot of places since you started being vegan, have you?
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Kitchen 17 was really good though.
Yeah.
And quesadilla is always fun. But my knowledge of vegan restaurants is limited to my bandmates, so.
All right. If you could play with any band, like alive or dead, who would it be?
Piebald.
Same answers, everybody?
I play with piebald.
I just gave
but
the same answer for the other one too. So I'm not gonna change my answer.
Old Kitty Hawk answered piebald.
I don't know.
That's tough to say.
If Piebald offered us a tour,
We would tour.
if Piebald offered us a tour right now, wink wink, because they're going on tour, wink wink, we'd fucking go, wink wink. How's that sound?
Something tells me we're not going on tour at Piebald.
Something tells me that Piebald's not gonna take us on tour.
I don't know what.
I don't know what it is, but it's something I said must have went wrong.
I don't know. Probably Crass. Just because that would be the funniest show alive. Just to play with Crass. But my real answer is Dillinger Escape Plan. Also for the same reason. No, I mean they're amazing, but it'd be really funny that I'm playing with them because none of my bands are even close to that.
Okay. If you could play anywhere around the world, where would it be?
Australia and Japan.
Same answer as last time.
All of us agree.
Venue,
Yeah.
We want to go.
venue or place?
Anything.
Anything.
We've talked about Australia and Japan a lot. We definitely want to do that. But we want to also do Hawaii and New Zealand on the way to or from that. It would be sick.
Would play Russia. Terrified of the idea.
We almost played Russia really with Kitty Hawk. It was at a time when there were some conflicts between the U.S. and Russia. This is a year and a half ago.
Yeah. It was during the whole Ukraine thing.
Yeah. So we got offered like to do a bunch of dates in Russia, and then all that stuff was happening, and we were gonna do like at least how many dates was it?
There was like a 20-day tour in Russia that brought us out to like Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
And this dude was offering to drive us in his van all the way out there. And then I asked for another opinion on the matter, and I was told he's bringing you out there to die. And so we didn't go.
We thought about shortening it, but then we were just like, we've heard some scary stories from other bands about going to Russia, so we were.
I don't think am I being detained would work.
Yeah.
If I was in Russia.
If I had to play anywhere, probably the Middle East, just because I'm obsessed with like the idea of playing in a place where rock music isn't kind of very popular or even taboo in a sense, you know what I mean? I watched this one documentary about metal bands in Iran and around that area, and like they set up their shows the same way as like Black Flag would in the 80s. They'd find abandoned buildings with just a little bit of power source or whatever, and they just kind of like throw these events just while all this turmoil is happening and stuff like that. But I mean, also because I've never been in the Middle East, so it gives me a good excuse to go.
Also, Brazil, because come to Brazil is the thing that you always get asked, and fuck them, I want to go. And you know what? Long answer from all of us. Short answer is we play anywhere. We would go anywhere to play if it was possible.
Apparently, except Russia.
No. It would be scary. We'd go.
I would go. So you play like at an elementary school, high school, like gym? Yeah.
We played Bloodfest. It's in
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
I play to a pack of toddlers. It doesn't really matter.
Weird answer. Please, next question.
Okay. I was gonna ask you if you were working on anything new, but you guys just released this record. So
We started writing like another thing, but we don't know yet.
This year that we haven't been announced yet. But
It's
there's
already previously recorded.
some sports coming out. And really excited about things.
And then we just started writing
that's it. Anything you want to say?
Long live the please and thank yous.
Oh my goodness.
Chaya out.
Anyone else want to say anything?
I'm mad.
No problem. No problem. Thank you for doing this interview.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for checking it out, and look out for more interviews and stuff.